Hello and welcome back to the FPL Tom YouTube channel ahead of our deadline stream. Obviously we're starting a little bit later than usual. Usually we do 2 hours, but I wasn't really going to book an afternoon off work for this one. Instead I've kind of just swapped some shifts around. So, you know, I've finished work early for you guys, kind of just about an hour early, but it is what it is. We're here for the deadline. So get your questions in, any that you've got. Obviously it's quite, you know, getting to the kind of later stages of this tournament. It's getting pretty tasty, isn't it? I can already see we've got some regulars in the chat already. FPL Caleb, one of our new channel members. How you doing, my friend? A Turkey in a Bush, another one of our channel members and chat moderator as well. So, you know, behave yourself. He's on the prowl. He's looking for some people to mute. But yeah, I hope all of my channel members are having good days. I hope if you're just a regular viewer as well, you're having a pretty decent day. If you've got any questions, get them in the comments as we'll try to answer as many as we possibly can while we're live. Also, if you want your team rating by me, either leave it in the chat or on my Twitter at FPLTom_. Leave it under my most recent tweet. Leave it under there and we will, you know, we'll get it reviewed. We'll get it reviewed. Don't worry about that one. I can already see we've got some questions coming in. We've got... Already have Simmons, Musiala and 3 Spain players. What midfielder should I get with my budget of 8.5 million? Musiala, 3 Spanish players. Did you say you had Simmons as well? Did you say you had Simmons? Yeah, you said you already had Simmons. Okay, let me just load up the game quickly on my other... my laptop, which is having a little bit of a seizure. Let's have a look. Oh, it needs me to log in. Sorry, guys. Professional as always. I have just finished work, so, you know, please let me off, hopefully. Right. Midfielders. I mean, you've already got 3 Spanish, so maybe Kante could be a shout. I'm just trying to think of teams that I think could progress. I think maybe if you go for, like, a German midfielder. But again, are you kind of, you know, how do you predict that game if you already have in Spanish? So I'd probably be looking at a French midfielder or a Portuguese one. Now, I think France have a higher probability of progressing, so probably Kante could be the pickup in midfield, to be honest. Yeah, I'm doing good, Caleb. I'm doing good, man. I hope you're doing good as well. Should I sell Morata or Ronaldo for Gakpo? I probably would be more tempted. I mean, we know Morata's going to play. We don't know about Ronaldo yet. I imagine he will, but... he's not been great, has he? He's not been great. So, I think... yeah, I'd probably go Morata. I think he's got earlier kind of probability of coming off a little bit earlier as well. Still got my wildcard, not locked in transfers, but any changes you would recommend? Gakpo, Mbappe, Ronaldo, Gundo, Williams, Musiala, Fernandes, Simmons, Carvajal, Walker, Cucurella, Virgil van Dijk, Mendes, Pickford, Costa... maybe get an English attacker in here. That'd probably be my only suggestion. Maybe Ronaldo for Kane. That'd probably be my suggestion for that one. Changes I made was bringing in Virgil van Dijk, Gakpo and Simmons. Yeah, I mean, that team's fine. And I think you might as well just, you know, wait for the wild card for next week, to be honest. Because realistically, if you know, there is going to be some big teams go out this week. So yeah, I'd just wait. Who you got winning versus Portugal versus France? I'm going to go with the data and I'm going to go for France on that one. Is Depay for Morata a shout? I mean, this is the thing, right? We'll come on to it and we'll talk about the stats. Netherlands do have the best expected data out of all the teams, predicted data for clean sheets, for goals. So I can very comfortably sit here and say from a data standpoint, I expect Netherlands to score more goals than Spain. But we don't know how that game's going to go tonight. It could be very, very tasty, very, very interesting. So it's a toughie. It's a toughie. But I think for now, I probably would say so, yes. And as we'll come on to see as we talk through today's stream, the more and more data we see, I think that'll kind of, you know, point you in the right direction, if you like. Who to captain today? I've got Mbappe, Saliba, Williams, Carvajal, Musiala, Gundo. I'm leaning towards one of the French. What do you think? Yeah, as we'll come on to, let's get my team up. So this is how my team is currently looking, as you can see on screen right now. Obviously, I've not made any of my transfers yet. We will be making those live on stream. But I've currently got Mbappe captain. I think, you know, some of the data he's put in, some of the data France has put in, I think with João Cancelo being the right back and with Hernandez and Mbappe kind of attacking him, they're going to have to hope to do a pretty good defensive job, to be honest. Otherwise, they could be screwed. They realistically could be screwed. So that is why I'm going with Mbappe for captain. I think the Germany-Spain game is ridiculously hard to call which way that's going to go. And kind of banking on one team or like a captain out of those teams could be very, very hard. But there could be goals in that one as well. So, you know, it works both ways. But I think France are yet to come to the tournament, yet to kind of like light a game up. And I feel this could be the one. That's my personal opinion. Obviously, do your own thing. What's your thoughts on how they've punished Jude? I mean, it's a dumb thing to do, Jude, like, to be honest. And I think, obviously, there's a lot of controversy around the fact that the Turkish guys is the next game. I think it all should just be next game. It shouldn't be a suspended sentence. If they found him guilty, it should just be banned. And I'm an English fan. But at the end of the day, Jude's an idiot. He shouldn't have done what he did. It should just be a ban for this game. And that's the rules. It shouldn't be a suspended ban because that's just stupid because you're just playing him in a game that doesn't matter. So, yeah, you know, you can't do that. Best keeper along with Pickford, you reckon? It's probably somebody on the other side of the draw if you've not got your wild card left. If you have, then it's probably Verbergen. But they both play on the same day. So I probably would be looking at someone on the other side of the draw. And I think I'd probably go with the France goalkeeper. They've got the highest probability of a clean sheet on the other side. So that'd be my advice on that one. Show your team. There it is. That's my team currently. I've got no chips left. And as you can see when it does pop round, we are in the top 25k. So we're hoping we can push on a little bit more today, you know, get some steady points flowing in. Maybe break into that top 20k. That would be nice. You know, who knows where we could finish? Who knows where we could finish? If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe as always. If you're already subscribed, hit that like button as well. It does push it out to more people. Let's see how many people we can get in today's stream. Would be absolutely immense if we can get plenty of people in here. Like I said, if you want your team rating as well, either leave it in the chat or we will do those on Twitter as well. So just leave them under my most recent tweet. My Twitter will be flashing around on screen as well in the top right-hand corner at FPLTom_, if you do want to obviously go and drop me a follow or leave your team there. Williams or Musiala captain? I probably would go... I think I'd go Musiala. So would you take Barella out and Guehi for Stones and Kante? Or is there another defender you take over Stones? I have no England attackers. No, it'd probably only either be like a Dutch defender like Van Dijk or Dumfries that I probably would say over that, or De Vrij, but yeah. Yeah, you can send your team to me on Twitter, like I said, at FPLTom_. Leave it under my most recent tweet and we'll get those reviewed soon. Captain Rodri, I mean, you're hoping that he gets man of the match and maybe a couple ball recoveries, but I think there's better players to captain. Koundé or De Vrij, I mean, again, depends if you have a wild card. If you don't, then I think De Vrij is the better pick. Purely down just to the fact that he should progress to the next round. Obviously, if not, Koundé's pretty good for ball recovery, so yeah. Gonna save my Limitless for the semis. I think I'd play the Limitless now, you know, to be honest, because there's a lot of top teams that are playing. Like, you could realistically get quad Netherlands, quad England, and kind of bank on us maybe doing well. You've also still got a lot of high-priced premium assets. So I think I'd probably play the Limitless this week. That'd be my advice. Trent starts. I don't know. It's being reported in the English media that he is, but again, take that with a pinch of salt. Whether or not that's going to be 100% accurate, maybe not. Worth taking a hit for Ronaldo to Kane. I've got no other English attackers or midfielders. I mean, England haven't been prolific in front of goal, so I probably would say no. Like, realistically, if Kane's going to score, it's probably only going to be 1 or 2. We don't know how this change in formation is going to maybe lead to more attacking kind of options or less or anything like that. So it could be very difficult on that one. Thoughts on double Dutch defence? I'm currently planning on taking Guehi out and going for Van Dijk. Then I'm also thinking about taking Sabitzer out for Simmons and Ronaldo out for Kane. That's my planned transfer, so I am going with a double Dutch defence. Musiala or Nico captain? Again, I think it's probably a 50-50 split. Let's see what the chat poll is saying for that one. It does have Musiala edging it over Mbappe currently, so that's the way that you guys are leaning with that one. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. Keep the likes coming in as well. What do you think about captaining Gakpo? I mean, that's probably one to decide for tomorrow, to be honest. Obviously, we've got all our players to play today, so that's where obviously the main focus is going to be. But I definitely think he's a shout for tomorrow, if not. I sent you my latest team on your most recent Twitter post. Can you rate it? Yep, we'll do those around about 4:30. So if we get a good selection in, we'll do all those about 4:30. Hello, Tom. I'm struggling between Depay, Foden, Carvajal or Kane, Nico and De Vrij. Currently first in my mini league. Thanks for your advice. I mean, Depay's top of predicted points. Let's just go and get that one up. I think it's this one. Fingers crossed. Let's wait and see. It is this one. Wonderful stuff. So this is from Rob T FPL. You know, if you've been watching any of my content across Euros, I've been absolutely, basically sucking this guy off. But he does some amazing work. So this is all kind of from like bookies and stuff like that. And he's put it all together in this wonderful spreadsheet for us. And as you can see, Depay is projected top 4 goal involvements. Then you've got Gakpo, then Mbappe, then Marlon, interestingly. Then you've got Kane, Ronaldo, Simmons, Havertz. It obviously, just plummets after that, and certain players like that. So for me, the players that you're looking at, I think Depay is definitely a decent shout. Kane as well, both up there, and I like Virgil van Dijk as well. Obviously, with the Dutch having quite high probability of doing well this week, I would be looking at obviously targeting some of their players. Ake and De Vrij or Ake and Koundé with no wild card. I mean, it depends. Like, I think the French. Let's get this one up as well. So this is obviously the chance of progression and obviously the chance of clean sheets and projected goals. As you can see, France pretty decent clean sheet wise, so I definitely think that could be worth, potentially going down that route as well. Obviously, you've not got the wild card left, so it does spread your bets a little bit more as well. -4 to swap Pedri for Ruiz, worth it? I mean, Pedri's playing. I know he came off early in the last game, but at least he's playing. So in my eyes, I'm going to say no. I don't think that's... you're going to have to require a pretty outstanding performance from Ruiz. And if you look at his data, it's not been overly exceptional, but, it's up to you, I guess. For me personally, probably not. The team I was considering is Ronaldo, Mbappe, Gakpo, Gundo, Bellingham, Williams, Musiala, Simmons, Virgil van Dijk, Walker, Cucurella, Koundé, Ake and Pickford and Costa. I mean, I'm just not very keen on Cristiano Ronaldo. I think I would prefer Kane, but... yeah, I think the rest of that's pretty steady, to be honest. Ruiz, Koundé, or Simmons and Konza. Ooh. I prefer the Simmons and Konza one, especially if you've not got a wildcard left. I don't think Portugal will score. Should I captain Koundé or Saliba? I mean, both of them are pretty immense for ball recovery, so I think Koundé has a higher probability of getting an attack in return. So if you want to do that, probably Koundé would be the one, but I think I'd like to attack. I like just owning attackers and obviously captaining them rather than going down this other route. Morata or Ronaldo out to get Gakpo in. Again, yeah, I think both of those are pretty reasonable options. As we can see when we went back to this one, as you can see on here, Gakpo above both Ronaldo and Morata. And if you had to pick between the two, it does look like Morata is slightly under Cristiano Ronaldo. So if you want to use data to back up your decision, there it is. That's kind of how I'm gonna advise you, is with data. Obviously my opinion as well, but data does help. Data does help a little bit. Any thoughts on potential different captain? Bruno, for example. I think tonight, the play for me is going to be to go with Mbappe, because I feel like that's where most people are going to go. Mbappe or Musiala. And then tomorrow, have a little bit of fun with it if it doesn't work out. Because realistically, right, if we get to tomorrow, and we obviously, I can hear music, by the way. I don't know if it's coming out my headphones or anything. Let me just check. No, it isn't. I thought I'd left my work laptop on with music. But yeah, the point I was trying to explain was, I feel, right, that for me personally, the tomorrow is where you have a little bit of fun with a differential captain, especially with such good odds on players like Depay, Gakpo, Marlon, Kane, all having good odds of scoring. So I feel like tomorrow is the day you go a little bit different, a bit wild. Today's the day you probably go a little bit sensible. That's my opinion on that one. Are you rating wildcard teams? Yes, I'm rating all teams. If you want to send them to me, at FPLTom_, leave it under my pinned tweet. Not my pinned tweet, under my most recent tweet. Obviously, drop me a follow as well. That'll help it obviously appear in there as well. What else? What other questions have we got? Bruno to Bellingham or Morata to Mbappe? I think I prefer... I think I'd have to go for the Bruno-Bellingham one. Bruno's not been exceptional in this tournament. Bellingham, obviously, has just been popping up at the right time for England, so I'd probably go with that one. Gakpo or Depay? I mean, I prefer Gakpo. I just feel he's in the form. Like, his data hasn't been as good as Memphis Depay's has. And obviously, as you can see with the projected goal involvements as well, he's not as high. But that's mainly down to the fact that Depay has the penalties, the free kicks, the corners, which, you know, he was involved in. He just didn't manage to score, whereas... obviously, people like, you know, Gakpo, they're just in that groove, especially in this tournament. He's in the groove. So, I think it's a tough one. If you go with the data leans more towards Depay. If you're going purely for vibes and obviously players in form, purple patch, you're going to go for Gakpo. Who's the best captain for Limitless? I mean, again, it depends, doesn't it, really? Like... you're probably looking at one of the Netherlands boys for tomorrow. And then probably, like, you could go Mbappe. You could go Musiala. That's probably really the two real shouts today. Hey, Thomas. I'm doing good, man. Hope you're doing good as well. Hey, Jeff as well. Welcome back to the streams. Some regulars in the chat. Is it worth putting Koundé in over De Vrij if I already have the French goalkeeper? I can't actually say his name, so I'm not even going to bother mispronouncing it. No, I'd probably go De Vrij then if you've already got the French goalkeeper. This Portugal game is probably going to be the worst game in the round. Yeah, I mean, both teams have failed to excite fans, haven't they? But at the same time, I think it could go either way. Like, it could be one of those games where, because they've been so cagey... like, interestingly, France have the highest XG at the tournament so far. If they put all their chances away that they've been creating, they could very easily go and batter someone. That's why I'm quite keen on Kylian Mbappe at the moment. So, yeah. I feel at this point, when I can only change the captain twice, going for a defender, clean sheet is safer than relying on someone scoring. I get that. You know what? I think that's a very good argument. I think with the ball recoveries as well that we've got in the game, it could be a decent shout. But it's a tough one, isn't it? Obviously, a lot of people are drawn to the attackers, so that's where a lot of people's minds go to. But you could be on something. Again, if a player, you know, I'd probably be looking at a centre-back with clean sheet, ball recoveries, and if they get a man of match, maybe if their team's under the cosh, could be an absolute cheat code. So it's not the worst idea in the world. I'm thinking Sabitzer. Not so. I'm thinking Sabitzer to Ruiz, Guehi to Konza, and either Gundo to Xavi or Pickford to Costa. What do you think? I'm not too keen on like the Spanish, like switching out Gundogan. It just feels a little bit sideways to me, but the rest I really like. What's my team? Let me load it up for you. This is my team currently. The transfers that we are thinking about making is Guehi out for Van Dijk. Sabitzer out for... who did I say we were going to get? I can't remember off the top of my head. Simmons and Ronaldo out for Kane. That's the plan with mine. That is the plan with my team. Who's my captain today? I'm going with Mbappe. Obviously, I looked at the data there. Mbappe is projected to get the most goal involvements in today's games. I think Musiala is probably the other shout. As you can see in the poll as well in the chat, obviously, if you're looking for potential captains, maybe you're obviously doing quite well like myself. You are probably going to be looking who the majority are going with to kind of maybe maintain rank. Mbappe and Musiala both up there as well. Van Dijk or Walker? I think both are really good shouts. Obviously, the Dutch have better clean sheet odds, so maybe Van Dijk. I think he's got more threat from set pieces and better ball recovery numbers as well. Hey Tom, need to replace Sabitzer. Who do you think, Bellingham or Simmons? I think both are really good shouts, to be honest. I feel watching Xavi Simmons can be a little bit frustrating at times, but yeah, it's a toughie. I feel like they do have the higher probability, so if you wanted to attack this week a little bit more, maybe Simmons is the one. Stuck captain in between Musiala or Mbappe. I mean, if you're looking for any data, Mbappe is projected to get more goal involvements today, so that's it. I'm terrified for the England game. If they go out, I'm cooked. Yeah, I'm probably in that same position though, bro, so it's all good. So out of Pickford to Costa or Gundo to Xavi, you prefer the first one? Oh, why would you be taking Pickford out? I'm confused. I'm confused by that one, Jeff, mate. Unless I've misread it. Worth taking a hit to get Gakpo in for Morata and then Williams instead of Kante. You know what? I actually think that could be worth a hit. I think that could be worth a hit. I mean, Morata very easily could score. He was still up there as one of the projected scorers, but it is only a short form game mode. And if you feel like, you know, the players that you've got go against it, maybe. Like Morata was really poor against Georgia, wasn't he? Obviously, a lot of people backed him, went quite heavily on him, but yeah, it definitely could be worth going against it, to be honest. I wish Mbappe and Musiala played on different days. I mean, a lot of people probably did, to be honest. It made captaincy a lot easier, but unfortunately they don't. And we're going to lose one of them, maybe potentially this tournament as well, or both. I've got Ronaldo in my team. I can take him out for Kane. I'm on a wild card, but I don't want to, as I've got a gut feeling he might clutch up. Then fair enough. If you've got it, like, I'm never going to go against anyone. If they've got a feeling that Ronaldo's going to be the boy and he's going to cook, stick with it. Stick with your feeling. Yeah, I need to change keepers. I need to kind of work through my team anyway, so we'll do that in a second. Should I go Sabitzer to Simmons, Gahey to Koundé, sorry? Yeah, I think that's fine. Rate my team: Unai Simon, Akanji, Ake, Koundé, Cancelo, Cucurella, Williams, Bruno, Musiala, Gundo, Mbappe, Havertz, myself. Yeah, pretty decent. I'd probably give it like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. It's all good. Got Pickford and Verbergen playing on the same day. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably Pickford then for Costa or for the French goalkeeper. No worries, man. No worries. It's all good. We got there in the end. Is Randall Kolo Munani, I can't even say his name. I'm not even going to bother to pronounce it again. A decent differential? Probably not. Probably not in my opinion. Virgil van Dijk or Koundé? I mean, Virgil has the better clean sheet odds, higher chance of progression, so I'd probably be going for him. That'd be my advice on that one. Right, let's move over to this screen just so I can work with my team a little bit. I think you guys can still see this. Yeah, you can. Right, let's get the changes in and let's start tinkering away a little bit. So we need to put in. We're gonna go with Kane. Kane for Ronaldo. That's done. Bosh. Then we're gonna go for who was the player we were gonna go for? Simmons. And then we were gonna go for Van Dijk. Bosh, like that. Just like that. There you go. So that is currently what my transfer plans are, to be honest. It's going to be Kane in, it's going to be Simmons in, and it's going to be Virgil van Dijk in. Now, I have gone quite heavy on, obviously, the Dutch, but they do have the highest chance of progression. That's what we're banking on. The best odds for goals, clean sheets, all that jazz today. So that is the vibe with that one. Also noticed the top right current rank one's not quite straight. Like, it's a little bit wonky, so I'll fix that for the next one. Are you keeping Ronaldo? I have Ronaldo, Mbappe, and Gakpo front three also. Is Stones the best English defensive option? I mean, Konsa's a decent shout for this week. You're probably also looking maybe Walker, but yeah, Stones is probably the best one. I mean, Walker's slightly edging him for ball recovery so far this year as well, though. So just be wary of that one. Do keep the likes coming in, guys. Like I said, it does help it push it out to more people. If you aren't subscribed to the channel already as well, hit that subscribe button. We've only got 11 likes in here, but we've got over 100 people in here. So the likes, they're not good enough. We need to hit that like button. Push this stream out to more people. Get as many people in here as we possibly can. That's the aim. That's the vibe. Let's do it. Let's answer some more of your guys' questions as well. Should I put Konsa in for Gahey? I think a lot of people are doing that, but just be wary that I think Mark Gahey will be straight back into that England side for the semis if they do progress. So just be wary of that one. I've only got 2 subs. I'm mudded here. Nah, you'll be fine, bro. You're calm. You're calm. Don't worry about it. Gundo or Ruiz? Probably Ruiz. Slightly. Rate my team. Akanji's probably the weird one. I probably would exclude from that one. I mean, you've got 2 Swiss players in there I can already see. So, yeah, Switzerland do have a chance of progressing, but it's the second lowest out of all the teams. And obviously, if you've not got a wild card to bail you out, yeah, I probably would, probably go against it, to be honest. That's much better. There's like 30 likes in there now. Wonderful stuff. You guys are absolutely immense. I love every single one of you. Thank you very much. Okay, I sent my team on X. Could you tell me what you think? Yep, we'll be doing team reviews at past. So yeah, that's the plan with that one. Should I go for Rudiger or Cucurella for ball recoveries? I don't think neither will get a clean sheet, but they could still be decent for points. 100% agree. I probably would go Rudiger on that one. Just down to the fact Cucurella did come off a little bit early in the last game. Now, whether or not, that's going to happen again, it's just not worth risking. Obviously, players still pick them up as well if the games go into extra time. I do feel that Spain-Germany game could go into extra time. So, with that in mind, I probably would be looking at Rudiger because he's not going to come off. So, again, has that kind of chance of picking up more and more ball recoveries as the game goes on. Bellingham or Simmons, I have no wild card. I mean, if you've got no wild card, Netherlands have a higher chance of progressing, more chance of goals this week, so I'd probably go with Simmons. But Bellingham's still a decent shout. There's not too much in it, to be honest. My captain at the moment is Mbappe for tonight's game. If we beat Switzerland, I generally think we could go all the way. I hope so. I mean, this change in formation might completely change things for England, so let's hope so. Ruiz or Nico Williams? If Williams, him, or Musiala, that's not even English. Can you retype that one out for me, mate? I sent my team on Twitter. Need a second opinion on here. Cool, no worries. We'll go and check those out at past. Mittelstadt to Walker or Ronaldo to Depay? I probably would do the Mittelstadt one just because he's not playing. So it's better to have a playing player than not. If you have a wild card, how does your team would you see? I probably would look quite similar to this, to be honest, if I had a wild card. Maybe like have Jude Bellingham in there over Fernandes, but it'd still probably look very similar to this. Is it a problem that Simmons is my keenly attacker for tomorrow? What do you mean by that? Only attacker for tomorrow? No, it's not. It's not a problem. Like, he's still a decent option. Hey George, another one of our channel members. If you do want to become a channel member, obviously you do get priority in the chat. You also get, just a little bit of recognition as well when you pop in, like George in a turkey in a bush. And obviously, if you stick around for long enough, you will become a moderator of the channel. It does cost 99p, so if you want to sign up for it, it's cheaper than most Girls Only fans. So I'm just going to say that. And, you do get to see pretty handsome figure. I can't lie about that one. But yeah, it's cheaper, like I said. It's 99p. If you want to help the channel out a little bit, get yourself a little, cool emoji, 99p. Very simple. Walker or Theo, I got 0 England defenders. I mean, if you've got 0 England defenders, then Walker would be the one, mate. Simmons and Konza or Ruiz and Koundé / De Vrij. I'd go the Ruiz one. Hey bro, if you have a wildcard, what would your squad be? I mean, there's a wildcard video on the channel already, so if you want to go and check that out. But it would look probably quite similar to this. Maybe Gundogan probably wouldn't be in there. Might be Bellingham instead. Maybe Ake would be Dumfries and Hernandez would be somebody like Saliba. Maybe stuff like that, to be honest. That's probably the only few changes I would make, to be honest. Why Gundo captain? Gundo isn't my captain. It's it was obviously in the team selection video. I just didn't run through it. But it is, what's his name? What's the guy's name? Mbappe. There we go. It is Mbappe. Why Ruiz or Williams? If you pick Williams, would you captain him or Musiala? I probably would captain Musiala over any kind of Spanish players, just with him being like highest predicted points above those guys, and one of the top scorers at the tournament as well. And we get sent secret pics of Tom's toenails. You do indeed. I sleep soundly knowing Tom gives me recognition worth the 99p per month contract for life. Love it, bro. Love it. Should I replace Ronaldo or Morata for either one of the Dutch attackers? Yeah, I probably would. Thoughts on a Swiss midfielder? Not really. Not for me. Just thinking of some differentials coming into the Prem season. Ian Maatison could be very cheap. I'd probably want to start. Yeah, again, my advice is always don't look at like the new players for the first few weeks. See how they bed in. See how they're obviously placed in the system. Pick the kind of well-established players to start with. Then obviously start to look at new players once they've settled in. You know their roles a little bit better. What are you thinking in terms of captaincy? We'll move back onto my team in a minute, but we'll start doing some team reviews actually. So let's move back over to this screen, and let's head over to X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it these days, and let's start going through some teams. Let me just make sure you guys can see that. You can indeed. Wonderful stuff. Starting off with our first team, who should I transfer in? Maybe Carvajal or Cucurella out. Yeah, that probably would be my advice. And then bring in an English midfielder in. I think that would probably see you pretty sound, to be honest. Morata for Kane could be the move as well. That'd probably be the one. But yeah, it would be probably one of Cucurella or Carvajal out for an English defender. Rate Havertz, Mbappe, Gunda. Havertz is a really decent shout. Like with him on penalties, he could be a very, very decent shout for people's teams. I'm not keen on Akanji. I get it. He's a ball recovery monster, and obviously, if Switzerland are on the back foot, could be a little bit of a cheat code. But for me, not the one. I probably would prefer going for a Dutch defender or an English defender in that one. Who should I bring in if I use Limitless? Kane, Mbappe. Probably no one. I think that's a pretty strong team. I can't lie. It's very solid. So maybe Gundo's the only one. I'd upgrade Gundo for Musiala. That'd probably be the change if I was on Limitless. This is my before and after. Not sure though. I mean, Guehi's probably the one you got to get rid of this week. Yeah, I think that's fine. Guehi's probably your only real problem. The rest of the team looks really, really good. Not sure on Akanji. Do go with the England double defence. Yeah, I think with the high probability of clean sheet, England's very strong defensive kind of performances from a data standpoint as well. I would be tempted just to back that England defence, to be honest. Go for the double up. I'm really not sure about my mid and about Cucurella. Yeah, I wouldn't go for the Swiss mid. I'd sack that off. Double French defence is an interesting one. I would prefer double English defence over that, to be honest. Or, replace one of Hernandez or Koundé with an English defender. That'd be my changes I'd make on that one. Help. Nice. Kane, Ronaldo, Mbappe, Gundo, Fernandes, Williams, Musiala, Sabitzer, Mendes. All right, I think there's a few transfers. For me personally, the goalkeeper one, probably not your biggest problem. It's the outfield players for me. Like goalkeepers, I've said this all along, I don't think are worth making transfers over, in my opinion. I never think they have been worth kind of obviously making the transfers with. But I would probably say get one of Cucurella or Carvajal out, maybe for a France defender, then Guehi for another English defender, then Sabitzer for Simmons. I think that'll probably see you right, to be honest, mate. That'd be my advice on that one, Ethan. You could also then replace maybe Cucurella with a Dutch defender as well. That could also be a shout. Rate my team, no wildcard left. Bellingham, Depay, Gakpo. Yeah, I mean, it's all good. You're quite strong on the Dutch like myself, but with them having high chance of progressing to the next round, we're fully Dutch, aren't we? We're fully Dutch. But yeah, let's wait and see. But I think the rest of the team looks pretty decent, to be honest, mate. Pretty decent indeed. Let's move back to this one. What questions did I miss while we've been doing that? What questions? Do you think triple France defence and double Netherlands is a bad idea? I think the triple France defence is a bad idea, not the Dutch one though. Simmons, Stones and Van Dijk, or Koundé, Stones and Bellingham. Yeah. I probably would go. I think I'd back Koundé, Stones and Bellingham. It differentiates a bit more. Koundé or Akanji, Koundé all the way. What do you think about double Dutch attackers? Yep, I'm all for that. Should I replace Bruno Fernandes with Bellingham or Simmons? I mean, Bruno hasn't been great, has he? I'd attack the fixture and probably go Simmons. Does Ake's attacking potential make him a captain shout for tomorrow for me, or should I go for Xavi Simons? He's not a bad shout. Ball recoveries as well are okay-ish, but yeah, he could be the shout. Jamie, one of our other channel moderators, sorry. Welcome back to the chat, mate. Hope you're doing good. Who's the best English defensive options? It's probably Stones, Pickford and Walker as your three there, realistically. Cheers for reviewing my team. Do you think the changes I made were good, or can you see better? No, I think they're fine. Did you look at my team? I'm sure I sent it in. Sometimes it doesn't pull through. Just make sure you're definitely following me. If not, just resend it. I'll have a little scan as well. Finish work and need to rush my transfers. Still haven't decided what to do yet. Lol. Nice. Do I captain Musiala or Nico Williams? I probably would go Musiala on that one. Ah, bro. Bro, I love that. I love that from you, a turkey in a bush. Yes, I've just done them. If you want to go, like, just refresh the stream and kind of go back. We just did them, like, 1 or 2 minutes ago. But, yeah. There you go. All good stuff. All good stuff. Keep the questions coming in, guys. Keep the likes, subscriptions, all that good stuff flying into the channel. Massively appreciated by me. Obviously, we did hit 5k the other day. Honestly, guys, big props for that one. I love you guys for that one. It's obviously a goal we've been working quite hard towards very, very recently. And you know what? We've done it. Like, it's taken a while to get there, but we've done it. I'm really, really appreciative of everyone in this chat. Obviously, I put like quite a, emotional post out thanking you guys on Twitter. But like I said, it does mean the world to me that you guys have helped me hit this milestone. A lot of work has gone into this. Like, I obviously work like a full-time job. It's very stressful. I get very busy. I go to the gym. I also, spam probably like, I reckon I'm spending at the moment maybe like 3 to 4 hours doing stuff on the channel that like people don't see. Like, it'll be like thumbnails. It'll be like, obviously writing stuff. It'll be, putting stuff together, filming, editing, everything. So massively appreciated from you guys. This is what I've always wanted to do. We're getting to do it. We're slowly building a pretty, cool and awesome fan base with, regulars showing up as well. So massive shout out to you guys. I love you all the best. Now let's see if we can hit 10k. That would be saucy if we could hit 10k. I can't lie. Yeah, let's see what questions we've got. X, please don't spam in the chat. If not, I'll get one of the moderators to put you on mute. But we will get around to your questions, mate. Don't worry. Swiss midfielder for a differential. Probably not. Not for me. 5k is only the beginning, Tom. Let's hope so. Let's hope so, mate. Gahey, Ronaldo, Sabitzer out. Kane, Simmons, Trent in. May as well have some fun with the Trent pick. Agreed. Yeah, go for it. That'll work. Well-deserved king. Cheers, guys. Feeling good now that the weekend has started and fantasy is back? Yes. FPL should be back as well, I reckon, like maybe next week. I reckon they'll start doing price reveals maybe like Monday, and it might be back for like Friday. So obviously next week we'll have all the Euros content, and then we'll start getting into the FPL stuff, and that is where it gets very, very juicy. I think we could have a good year this year. Obviously we've learnt a lot in this Euro game. Got our shit together a little bit, so hopefully so. Best defence on a wild card, you're probably looking at double Dutch. Probably double England in terms of goalkeeper as well, and then probably one from the other sides as well, just to kind of keep you through. Sent my team through. Have you got time? Yeah, we'll have a quick one. Nah, no need to apologise, mate. Obviously, like some chats move a little bit quicker, and sometimes you have to spam, but all good, man. All good. No worries, mate. I can't believe my name changed. Gone with Akanji in defence, as he's a great pick for ball recoveries. He is in it, obviously, that could still be pretty profitable, but I think, obviously, as we've alluded to with the, the data here, Switzerland, they're not one of the favourite teams to get a clean sheet. They're also not one of the favourite teams to progress as well, so that's probably something I would be maybe looking at with that one. Vargas looks like a good differential from the Swiss. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go down that route, I feel if you've still got the wildcard and you're saving it for next week, you could have a gamble on the Swiss or the Turkish players, but I haven't, so I'm not going to recommend them and gamble on them. That's my advice on that one. That is my advice on that one. Which two from these three would you go for? Simmons, Ruiz, Fernandez? Ooh, probably Simmons. Probably Simmons. I'm just going to have a quick check of his data on my phone very, very quickly before I make my transfers and end up bringing him in as well. Do keep the likes, subscriptions, all that good stuff flowing though, guys. Massively appreciate everyone in today's stream. Let me just have a quick check of that. Thoughts on Carvajal, Gahey and Sabitzer to Verge, Konza and Javi Simmons. The only problem with Konza I have is the fact that he, for me, probably will be dropped if England progress. So you're going to have to make a transfer next week already. That's my only problem with that one, to be honest. Right, let's have a look at Simmons' stats for this tournament. Is it okay? Oh, it's pretty terrible. It's pretty terrible, you know. It's not great. It's not great. Simmons' data is pretty poo. Let me move on to this one. Where is he in this? I mean, he is quite high for goals, assists, isn't he? Yeah, we still probably should go for him. Let's make those transfers. Let's lock them in. Confirm transfers, Bosh. I know you guys can't see this. I'll put it back on screen in a second. I'm just moving because of the setup. It'll just be moving around constantly. Then, yeah. Close that one down. Bosh, not Gundo captain. Definitely not. There we go. Sorry for the loud bike going past as well. Jeez. Oh, my mouse is having a seizure. There we go. Right, I can put you guys back on screen now. That one. There we go. So we've made the transfers. We've got Simmons. We've brought in Van Dijk. And obviously I've brought in Harry Kane as well. So that's how the team's looking. Obviously quite stacked for tomorrow's Dutch game. A game that I'm probably not even going to be able to watch, which is annoying. But yeah. What was the update? There was an on the FPL app. I haven't actually seen that. Let me go and have a look. Oh, there's an update on the app. Oh, okay. We'll take a look at this. I'm just going to do this. Still answering your guys' questions as well. Stones, Virgil van Dijk, and Simmons, or Bellingham, Stones, and Koundé. I'd probably go Bellingham, Stones, and Koundé. After I use my free transfers, I still have Ronaldo up front. I have 1 mil left. Is it worth the -4? Not in my opinion. You've still got that wildcard left as well. Last question, Pepe or Stones? Probably Stones for me. Switzerland did not win versus England for like 40 to 50 years. Yep. Team locks, Pickford, Costa, Cancelo, Stones, Carvajal, Cucurella, Van Dijk, Bellingham, Williams. Yep, strong team, very good. Gahey to Van Dijk or Koundé? Probably Van Dijk. Why don't you get Depay instead of Kane based on your goal involvement chart? Yeah, I get that. But at the same time, I don't want to I've already got Gakpo to cover off that attacking area. And Simmons in midfield. So for me, it would then just be kind of loading up on the attack. I want kind of a little bit of an even split. Kane as well. England, high chance of progression. There is always that fear factor that obviously, you know, it might not work 100%. I mean, the app did absolutely nothing. It just updated. So whoever told me that, scandalous. Why don't I have Bellingham? I can't get him. I genuinely just can't get him. There's not enough money. So yeah, I can't get Bellingham, to be honest. So we'll have to wait till next round. If Bruno drops out, we'll go get him. Obviously, if the Germans lose or the Spanish lose, we'll obviously have 4 transfers for a little bit of a rejig. But yeah, at the moment, we can't get him. I rate the transitions, by the way, Tom. Yeah, they do look nice and smooth. I like the whole new layout. Like, I built this the other day for the... what's it called? For the FPL one, for the new season. Like, it looks absolutely dope and fire. But I thought, you know what? While we're still doing this Euro content, let's get it updated for this as well. And I think it looks pretty sick. Like, I can't lie, it looks a lot smoother than the old one we used to have. So, very, very happy with that. Should I take Kante out if I use Limitless, or should I leave him in? Depends who you're doing. Make sure to update your account as well. Yeah, I did that. I did that earlier on the computer. Sorry if you've already explained, but Mbappe or Musiala captain? I'm going with Mbappe. higher on the projected points. I feel with Cancelo playing left back as well, it could be a little bit of an area for exploitation, to be honest. So that's my personal logic behind it. I do feel like, he has to turn up to the party at some point, but I think Musiala is still a great shout as well. Looking at the poll in the chat, interestingly, Musiala is ahead of Mbappe. So a lot of people going Musiala captain tonight. Saliba or Stones or some other English defender when I already have Koundé. Yeah, I would be looking at Stones or Walker then, to be honest. Thoughts on this? Bellingham, Simmons with Ake and Van Dijk, or Fernandes, Bellingham with De Vrij and Cucurella? I prefer the top one, the Bellingham one. Jamie said, smash that like button, boys. 100% correct. And if you are new to the channel as well, hit that subscribe button. We smashed 5k out the other day. Let's see what we can do going into this new season. 10k is very possible. It's very possible. It'd be nice to do. What's the lowest score you will stick with and not sub in a player for? Depends what position. I feel like defenders, anything above a 4, I'm not going to take them out. Midfielders, probably a 5. And then forwards, probably back to a 4. Goalkeepers are a 4 as well for me. No England defence bar Gahey. Take him out for Virgil van Dijk since no Dutch defenders. Yep, that makes complete sense to me, mate. De Vrij and Bellingham or Simmons and Virgil van Dijk. I think De Vrij and Bellingham. I prefer that option. To be honest. Is it risky not having a Spanish defender on Limitless when you cover all the other teams but Turkey double French? I mean, Cucurella's probably the only one with his high ball recoveries that I would be considering. Who should my free subs be? I'm thinking Simmons, Depay and Koundé, or Ruiz, De Vrij and Koundé. No wild card. Yeah, I like both options, to be honest. I really like both options. If I had to pick one, I probably would pick the top one. How does the captain thing work again? Am I able to change it? Just don't know. Yep, you're able to change it once all the games are finished today. So you can only captain one player today, and then it will switch for the games tomorrow. Obviously, you do lose points if you do switch away. Thoughts on having Depay, Gakpo and Mbappe as forwards? I like it. I just think it's a little bit risky. But if you're going off the projected goals that we've obviously been showing throughout today's stream, it is pretty decent. Do you mean Cancelo right back instead? Yeah. That's, you know what I mean. Like, Mbappe's attacking the left, so it's going to be Cancelo on the right. That's what I meant. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, that is what I meant. Another fantasy Premier League shitpost. I know, they just like, I feel sorry for the poor admin. Like, he's just getting abused. But they've definitely got the prices ready. They already know that. The game is probably already ready as well. So, it is what it is. Kante, yep, I think Kante's a decent shout if you're maybe on a wild card looking for a cheaper midfield option. De Vrij and Bellingham or Simmons and Virgil van Dijk. Ooh. I think I'd go for the De Vrij Bellingham one. Okay, thank you. Cucurella or Carvajal. I mean, Cucurella is better for ball recoveries, but did come off a little bit earlier in the last game. But I think those ball recoveries could... If he stays on, the ball recoveries will outperform Carvajal. So I'm going to go with that. But Carvajal, I think, could play more minutes. So it's like that. But I think I'd go Cucurella. If he can see out like maybe 90 minutes, if obviously the game goes to extra time, if he can see out maybe like 80, I think he could outperform on ball recoveries. No worries, man. No worries. Keep the questions coming in, guys. Keep the likes. Keep the subscriptions coming in, as well as we are approaching the deadline at 5 o'clock. Obviously, the first game starts at 5 as well. We'll probably stay live for maybe like 1 or 2 minutes after as well. And if we've still got decent numbers, we'll go and find somebody to raid. Any suggestions on who we should, go and raid today? Obviously, we raided someone the other day. They've since then gone on to hit 1k subscribers. So it'd be nice to go and help someone out again. I think, it's all about giving back. It's, people did this for me when I was smaller, FPL Focal. So, I'd like to give something back to, smaller content creators, help them out, help them hit their goals as well. So you guys let me know if there's any that we should go and check out. Bum, 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 bum. I've got no Dutch defenders, so Koundé or De Vrij. Have Walker. Yeah, I'd probably go De Vrij. Is it worth moving Ronaldo to Depay or Gakpo and holding Guehi, or is Guehi the priority transfer? I think Guehi's more the priority with him not actually playing, being suspended and stuff like that, so he's probably the one I would look at. Seeing Simmons' numbers, him or Fernandes, means swapping Virgil van Dijk for Cucurella. Probably the Virgil van Dijk one. No worries, man. No worries. Can't afford Van Dijk. Which Dutch defender is next best? Probably De Vrij for ball recoveries. Then you've got Dumfries and Ake. I think everyone there is priced at 5.5. Use my wildcard, praying France and Netherlands make it through. Cool stuff, man. Based, I'm considering making content this season. Cool, Jamie. If you want to reach out on Twitter, man, if you need any help with anything, like OBS can be a little bit of a bitch to set up, to be honest. Obviously, like, there's certain ways around YouTube. Again, make some content. That's probably my number one advice, is just make videos. Like, the first, I'd probably say 250 videos. Expect nothing. Especially with FPL, it's quite, you know, there's a lot of large accounts that will be taking views off you. But it's just being consistent, constantly improving your craft as well. Because the first, like, if you go back to my channel, my first video is still on there. It's crap. It is crap. I am not the same person I am today. Like, now I'm very comfortable, you know, sat here streaming. Even like 12 months ago when I did my first stream, I was cacking it. So, you know, it's just about like putting yourself in the situations, getting more confident. And as you get more confident, I feel more people are attracted to that a little bit. I'm stuck between Bellingham and Simmons. I probably would edge it more towards Bellingham, to be honest. Which social media app is the easiest to grow on? Probably TikTok. Like, I've had a few slapping videos on TikTok and we're close to 10k followers, and I don't, like, I've had periods where, like, probably like 4 or 5 months where I focused solely on making TikTok content, and then the rest of the time I've kind of just been like, oh, if I feel like it, I'll do it. If I've got time, I'll do it. And I've still managed to get close to 10k, so probably that. Does Simmons not have more of a chance of scoring than Bellingham, as he has 2 games so far with a 3-pointer? I get that. I just feel Bellingham's the big game player, isn't he, at the moment? Double Spanish defence or split between France? I probably would split. How's the gym going? Decent, man. Decent. We're on a cut at the moment. We've lost around, I think it's about 11 kg from what I weighed myself this morning. So it's decent. The gym is pretty decent. I was speaking to this in Golden Goal stream earlier today as well. But yeah, the gym's going pretty well. I can't lie, to be honest. We went on like a mad 6-month bulk. I'll probably post some like pictures maybe on Twitter at some point. But yeah, it's going pretty decent, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just kind of like happy with my body, and it's the first time ever. Like, I used to be like, I'll probably post some pictures at some point, but I used to be built like a twig. There's no getting away from it. I used to be like stick thin. You could see my ribs. My arms were tiny. Like, my arms are probably my best feature. And like, you know, I'm pretty happy with it. We had a really successful bulk. Cut's going pretty decent. We got like probably like another month on it as well. Gets us down. Start seeing a little bit of abs, you know. Maybe some shirtless pictures for the ladies. And then yeah, we're cooking. We're cooking. Right, let's answer some of your guys' questions. Kane plus Simmons or Havertz plus Bellingham? Ooh, I like the Havertz-Bellingham option. I really, really do. But Kane, Simmons, if you haven't got a wild card, I feel if you're looking for a little bit of fun, Havertz-Bellingham could be the one. Yeah. I feel if you like consistent posting every single day on TikTok, and if you get that video that just pops at the right time, bosh, you're done. Captain for the second day of Matchday 5, I'm probably looking at one of the Dutch boys, to be honest. It's probably going to be a defender or Gakpo. That's my advice on that one. When Portugal and Turkey beat France and Netherlands, we will cry. We will indeed. It could very easily happen, and that could be the end of it. We've only got 4 transfers to figure things out if that happens. So it could be a very, very sticky position to be in for myself, but hey-ho, we've gone for it. Yeah, shorts are an interesting one. There's like quite a few posts about it, and I've watched quite a few videos. Shorts actually like hinder your reach sometimes for some of your videos as well, so that's why I've stopped posting shorts completely. Hernandez for attacking returns. I mean, Koundé's still got pretty decent like data as well from the attacking side, so I'd probably go for him. Plus, you get the ball recoveries as well. Hi, mate. I'm stuck between captain Nico, Pepe, Rodri, Musiala, captain, or Mbappe. Let's head over back to this, not that one, this one, which has the goal involvements, assuming if every player starts. Obviously, Mbappe pretty high up there. He is the highest, so if you're going to go on that basis. Then the next highest one, interestingly, is Musiala, I think, unless I'm missing one. No, actually, it's Williams, and they're above like the likes of Musiala and stuff like that, so that's probably the one I would be going with over them as well. Turkey road to the final. I mean, it very easily could happen, couldn't it? Best Dutch defender in budget, if budget is an issue, probably Van Dijk then. Can I sub out players then? I've already played, for example, I put Williams in, but he gets 5 points. Can I sub him out after the games are finished? Yeah, you can. So as soon as their game's finished, you can sub him out for a player that plays the next day. But you can't sub them out for a player that, you know, doesn't. Shorts are great for exposure, but you can end up with subs that don't watch and then that stagnate. I've looked into this stuff a lot. Yeah, agreed. Bruno or Bellingham? Probably Bellingham. That'd be my advice on that one. Made my transfer. My team is... Oh, drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, Jamie. What you got for me? Let's see you cook, boy. Let's see you cook. Let's see you cook. Come on, you're killing us all here. The suspense, man. The suspense. We've got about 5 minutes till the games and the deadline starts, guys. So, obviously, get yourself, you know, rolling and stuff like that. Williams or Musiala captain? I wasn't listening, so I don't know if you answered me. Interestingly, right, Williams has higher projected goals for this week. So I think I'd go Williams on the data, but Musiala probably would be my preferential pick. I have a Germany player who is bench, Mittelstadt. If he doesn't come on, will the bench sub on? Yeah. But you can manually change them, so it's fine. Is the game on BBC or ITV? Just loading it up on my laptop. It looks like ITV if they're advertising tennis here. Don't know if I'm signed into ITV on my laptop. Let's have a look. Ba-da-bum. Gakpo, Mbappe, Gundo. Yep, I like it. It's a good team. It's a good team. No problems with that. No problems with that one. Musiala going to cook today. I mean, let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. I don't think Spain have beat a host nation in, like, a lot of tournaments. So, actually, I think they've never beat a host nation in a tournament. ITV, cheers, man. Got it on now. Yeah, you know what? I might stay live for a little bit because I don't think my flatmate's home yet. So I'd just be watching the game on my own. So I might as well just sit with you guys, to be honest, for a little bit. You know, soak up some of the game. Boom, 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 boom. Musiala is the best captain today. Change it now, Tom. I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I think Mbappe is the better one. That's why I've gone with it. The data suggests that as well, so that's why I've done it. I have one differential player in my team, hoping for him to click. Who is it? Who is it, man? Ronaldo will cook. France watch. Ruiz or Williams? Probably Williams. Probably Williams. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Alright, we've got the game on. We're cooking. We're cooking. Tom, your commentary would be top class. Cheers, man. I appreciate that. I used to actually do commentary when I was in university. I worked for a team called Ashton United. That's where I was like head of media for 2 and a bit years. And yeah, we used to do like radio commentary and like TV commentary when we had like bigger games and stuff like that. It wouldn't be like, you know, it'd be like the pay services online and stuff, but it was decent. It was decent, man. I can't complain about that. I'm turning off this stream. Have a great day. You too, man. You too. Tom, just quit FPL content and start a career as a professional commentator. I mean, we've got the second channel going now. We're going out tomorrow to Skeg to film a video for the second channel. So, you know, that maybe could take off. Maybe. Let's wait and see. Do I bench Mittelstadt? No. I mean, you might as well play him and then you can just take him out tomorrow. I mean, I would just probably transfer him out for a player that's going to play. Any player you could have taken out but was restricted? Probably Bruno. I don't think he's been exceptional. Musiala has blessed me twice as a differential captain for my cricket team league. First now because of him. Need to stick with him out of respect. Fair enough. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, guys. Good luck to everyone. Just gone to an advert. Obviously, like, I'm going to be a little bit behind because I'm obviously just watching it on, like, ITV Player. So you guys are probably just going to be spamming in the chat like, oh, it's 1-0. It's 1-0. And then, in reality, we're just stinking it up. Boom, boom, boom. Tom, we need to see some shorts on the second channel. Sure, I was in shorts for the Sweden video. I was in shorts, so go and check that out if you want to see my legs. But yeah, I was in shorts for that. It was honestly red hot. It was ridiculous. Hey, yo, George, that's a pretty sus message. What's your second channel? Enter the link. Yeah, give me a second. Let me just whack it back to that one, and then I can obviously just load YouTube up real quick. Let's have a look. It's taking me a while to find it. That's how many bloody subscriptions I've got. There we go. 61 subs on the second channel. Bosh, whack that back on. Why is it saying Gundo's got 2 points like he's my captain? There you go. Yeah, that's strange because I haven't captained Gundo. I've captained Mbappe. I mean, on my phone it's fine, so it's gone through. Give us a flex? Oh, bro, I'm not giving you a flex. I'm not giving you a flex. Yeah, I think the game's just glitching out, to be honest. And it's just saying that. Reload. Alright, we'll reload it. Website's not working. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's good. I like this. This website's good. It's probably just crashed with like everyone submitting their teams and stuff like that. But yeah. Hey, 62 subs. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I think the website has actually caved itself in, so we're just going to switch back to this one while that's doing that. But yeah, cheers for all the comments, all the likes today, guys. It's been massively appreciated as always. You know I absolutely love you guys to bits. Cheers for the new sub on the second channel, man. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. But yeah, I think, to be honest, guys, I'm probably just going to go. I was going to captain Mbappe last minute, gone to stick with Musiala. But yeah, I think I'm just going to go and watch the game. Just going to go and enjoy it. Not do any more streaming. Obviously, video will probably be out tomorrow evening after all the games are finished, or maybe Sunday evening. No, it's tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening. There will be one out Sunday as well, the wild card. Then there'll probably be a preview stream, maybe Sunday night, Monday. Then obviously a deadline stream on Tuesday. Will be live from around about 6ish for that one. Then that'll be it. That'll be the semis. Then maybe FPL launches Friday. I think it's the like predicted date for that to launch. So if that launches Friday, I think we could be pretty decent. Plenty more content obviously coming up with that coming along the way. So very happy about that one. But yeah, I think we're in a pretty good position, to be honest, guys. Like I said, there is going to be content going out on the second channel. I've filmed a kit video. I'm going to be filming a video tomorrow as well for the second channel. So go and check that one out. But obviously the main thank you has to go to you guys for helping this channel hit 5k. Massively appreciated by me. So thank you very, very much. But yeah, like I said, we're going to leave it there. Best of luck in match day 5, and I will see you for match day 6. Oh, wrong one. It was me just monging out like an absolute NPC. I've lost the end one. Where's the end one gone? I thought that was the end one. This is the end one. See you later, guys.